Good evening to those listen. It is January 8th, 2026, 10:17 p.m. And I'm reading 1 Corinthians chapter 7, and the whole chapter seems totally different and changed. The whole chapter. I want some other people to read chapter 7 of 1 Corinthians and let me know what you think about this because it seems so wrong. The first verse. Now, concerning the things whereof he wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Now, I think it's a change. I think it's still the meaning is the same, but it says something different. But okay, so verse 2 makes sense. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. And then 3 is fine. Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife and the husband. And then it gets weird. Now it says the wife hath not power of her own body, but the husband. And likewise also the husband hath not power of his own body, but the wife. Now this is weird. Defraud ye not one the other, except it be with consent for a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency. You know what that means? It means you don't have control over your bowels. You don't have control over your peeing and pooping. What? All right. So verse 8, I say therefore to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I, okay? But if they cannot contain, let them marry, for it is better to marry than burn, okay? And unto the married I command, yet not I, but the Lord, let not the wife depart from her husband, okay, right? But if she depart, let her remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband, okay? And let not the husband put away his wife, okay? But it gets kind of weird again. But to the rest speak I, not the Lord. If any brother hath a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away. Okay, good. Same with the woman. Now, 14. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife. Huh? And the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Huh? Else were your children unclean, but now they're holy. Am I missing something here? What's going on? But if the unbelieving depart, let him depart. A brother or sister is not under bondage. So now it's okay suddenly for a divorce as long as it's the unbeliever leaving. But the believer is supposed to stay with the unbeliever. What? So I'm not going to read the whole thing because I don't have enough time on here, but it's just crazy. So then it keeps going for a while, and then we're getting down to verse 28. But if thou marry, thou hast not sinned. Okay, yeah. And if a virgin marry, she hath not sinned. Okay, yeah, right. Nevertheless, such have trouble in the flesh. Now, if they're married, why would they have trouble in the flesh? But I spare you. But this I say, brethren, the time is short, it remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. This doesn't make sense. This whole thing does not make sense to me. It remaineth that both they, who's they? That both they that have wives. And then over in 33, but he that is married careth for the things of the. First, let me go back. Verse 32. But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried careth for the things that belong to the Lord, how he may please the Lord. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. Now what? So if you're married, you can't please the Lord according to what I am reading right here. Same way with the other way around. There's a difference also between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman careth for the things of the Lord, that she may be holy both in body and spirit. But she that is married careth for the things of the world, how she may please her husband. So in other words, you shouldn't be married, because then you won't be doing the things of the Lord. I don't know. That's what it seems to me. But here's the strange thing. Verse 36, but if any man think that he behaveth himself uncomely towards his virgin, if she pass the flower of her age, which, I'm come of age, I'm guessing, but what age is that? I don't know. And need so required, let him do what he will, he sinneth not. Let them marry. So from what I'm getting from this, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like it's okay to have sex with someone as long as they're past age and you're planning on marrying them. What? So I don't know. This is really strange to me. And I can't remember when I read 1 Corinthians 7 last, but I surely do not remember all of this. And I mean, it wasn't like it was just one verse. It's like the whole chapter is all, not the whole chapter, but most of the chapter is crazy. Incontinency. That's no control over your bowels, no control over your peeing and pooping. I don't know. To me, this totally changes the whole entire chapter and says things in there that I don't think God would approve of. And this is Paul speaking, by the way, in 1 Corinthians, saying it's your children are holy if one of the spouses is not a believer. But I don't know. This is weird to me. This is really weird. And it's okay to have sex with someone as long as they're of age and they plan on marrying him. Let him do what he will. He sinneth not. Are you kidding me? Am I reading something wrong, or what is happening here? Somebody please help me. This doesn't seem right to me. All right, let me know what you think. Somebody please read this and let me know if I'm just reading this wrong, because from what I'm reading, it's crazy. Thanks for watching. God bless.